Hi guys, welcome back to our super school. I wanted to show you around our room one more time and show you what's working for us this year so far. We've been in school over a month and some of the systems I had planned on using, I just want to show you what worked and what didn't. So here we go. Okay, this is our calendar and circle time area. So far so good. We use themes every week that we talk about and so far it's working for us. And we count the calendar days. That works well mostly every day we get that done. This is our preschool work boxes. What's working with this is that they can independently, if I tell them, pull your Bible book out of number 1, they can do it. Put it back in the right drawer. They can get that done. What's not working is to move it from one side to the other. That's really not happening, and I don't really mind because they're familiar enough now, they know, and I can just tell them which box to go to, and it works very well. The things that's not working, we do have a breakdown in our system. When we go, after pretty much the morning time, we do Bible and we do their preschool workbook. And then this is kind of like a center time. But they kind of tend to escape the room and kind of get off track, right? Figure out what will work to keep them engaged in this part. And really, I just need to plan better for that. I added a computer center right here. That is really working well for us. We aren't getting to it as much as they would like, but so far so good. Our behavior chart is working. It helps us just keep on track or get back on track. They want to move up. If they get blue or above, they get a treat at the end of the day, a little one piece of candy treat. Our school rules are working. We just refer to these every now and then. Usually the one I use most often is the follow all directions quickly, because sometimes they can just be slow to get things done, and I'll remind them, oh, we need to follow directions. Our character area over here, that is working well for us. It really helps them. My board, I love my board. It is made of some kind of shower board, and my husband made it very inexpensively. And it works well for us, and it's nice and big, which I love. And they love to draw on it anytime I give them a chance. I added this drawer set to the left of my son's work boxes, and this is I added myself a little desk because I was doing some work. I have a hairbrush in here because usually I don't brush the girls' hair until we get into school. I took the system down, like where I had numbers, we were going to keep track of this here and down here. That didn't work. We didn't need it. So, but what is working for us, I just prefer to keep all of our papers together. I don't want to tear their books apart. I know a lot of people do it that way and it works for them. I just know for me, I'm a messy person. I'm pretty much in life disorganized. So it helps us to keep it all in one place. Instead of chasing papers around, they're all here. At the end of the year, I'll just keep this book, and everything we need is in it. So I like that. He can do this independently. He is not so much concerned either with moving it over, and I'm not concerned with that as long as he knows where his things are and he can get to them quickly. Moving these over all the time. I did add these little things. This says finish in 5 minutes, and you get 5 minutes worth of free time. So if it's something like handwriting, I want him to be finished in 5 minutes. It doesn't take longer than that. If he does, sometimes I'll put this up here. Sometimes we'll go to circle time after this point. So it just depends on where we're putting circle time in here. But I might put one of these here and say finish in 30 minutes, and you get 5 minutes of free time. Usually between either after math or after spelling, depending on how quickly we get through the day, we take a big break. We go have our PE time. We do recess. We do snack. So that's a big break in there. But at some point we come back in here and we'll start with reading or we'll start with spelling and go through the rest of our day. And so that's working out for us. It's just works to have everything in one place. His tests are in his books for spelling and for math. So I don't have to worry about any extra stuff. It's all right there for us, which I love. What is not working is we've been starting school around 9, and by the time we get here, everyone needs a lunch break. So science and history, because the girls are still sometimes taking a nap, and I find that I need quiet time, by that point, I'm just kind of, I need to regroup on my own. So sometimes we're not really getting to history and science, but we do catch those up. They're both Bible based, and so a lot of times if we need to, we can read them for a devotion at night before bed and just skip their regular devotion. This is our Super Improvers wall, and it is really working well for us this year. They have moved up twice already. They pretty much get a sticker after each day, and we put a sticker on each page of their workbooks that they do so that they know, yeah, you got your sticker. You're on track to get a sticker on my wall. This is working well for us. I did add the numbers. There were the leftover numbers that I didn't use on the workbox system. I just used them over here. It worked out fine. So person number 1 of the day is the leader of the day. They lead our American flag pledge. The second person leads our Christian flag pledge. Third one leads the Bible pledge and says our prayer for the day. And that works out well. The first person of the day, if they get in here first, they get to ring the bell for school, which they love to do. And then the supervisors, it just is very hit or miss. I would say pretty much we're not using it the way I intended to. But I put up there like these 2 words were words that he kept having a hard time with when he was reading. Just for some reason he wasn't remembering them. I stuck them on the wall, and I'll say, okay, that's one of your words on your wall. Look at it, you know, and he'll remember what it is. So that, we could do without our behavior system. This goes with our behavior chart that's on the wall at the end of the day. Before we leave the schoolroom, they color the color they were on. And so far, very good. That's it. That's what we've been doing so far and what's working for us.